Lately, I've been thinking more and more about why the developers can't really fix Warzone, or why they can't add an FOV slider to the game, or why the bugs just keep piling up, and each update that they put out just seems to create more and more new bugs that haven't been in the game previously. And I think it might be because of two reasons. Now, keep in mind, this is just what I think. This doesn't have to be true at all. This might be just very far from the truth. But I still wanted to say what I think is the issue and give my 2 cents on this situation, and also these issues in the game and these bugs and everything just was the reason why I stopped playing the game, why I'm not enjoying playing Warzone anymore. And the first issue is, especially when talking about the FOV slider for console, and well, how that is a big disadvantage to console players because they just can't see what PC players can see in a game when they have like 120 FOV or 110 FOV, which is what I play on. And the reason behind that might be the Modern Warfare 2019 client, because I guess the Modern Warfare 2019 engine just doesn't have the capabilities to implement all of these features into Warzone. Now, Warzone is this big thing that just keeps adding new things each season, each month. Just with each update, there's just new things, and they just keep piling up in the game. While they are very cool features and very, very cool content, it's just not possible not to create new bugs in the code, I guess. It's just this chaos in the code and this chaos among developers because of the, 2-year-old engine that just doesn't have the right capabilities to implement all of these features. So I think the first main reason why the game is in its current state is because of the engine, it's because of the client, and I think this could be easily solved, or, well, maybe not easily, of course, I'm not a developer, I don't know how that exactly works, but I think a possible solution to this, if it is this way, would be to just put Warzone on a separate client, or maybe just tie it in with Vanguard, and maybe move it with every Call of Duty title if they want to integrate each Call of Duty, each new Call of Duty title in Warzone. Maybe just put it as part of the new Call of Duty, or the best solution, I guess, would be to have Warzone in a separate client. I guess that would be the best of both worlds, and just make the client run on like an engine that would support all of these features, that would give console players an FOV slider, that would not cause so many bugs, and that would actually make a lot more possibilities for the developers on how to maybe create events and how to interact with the game, and how to make players interact with the game in a lot more open way, I guess. And the second reason why I think that Warzone has so many issues is because Infinity Ward gave the engine and the code to Raven Software, and they probably didn't explain the code enough to them, or they have not explained it to them at all, and Raven Software just doesn't know what to do with the code. The developers just are confused. There's just too many lines in the code, and then just each new line creates new bugs and breaks something, or they don't know how to interact with the code to, implement all of these things that they actually want to implement and that the players want to the developers to implement. But this is just my theory. This might be very far from the truth. Again, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents on the situation out there and say what I think, because I've been just like thinking about it lately a lot, and these are the two main reasons that just came into my mind when I thought about why, for some reason, for so long they can't add FOV slider to the game for console, or why for so long there's just been these new bugs coming into the game and they couldn't get them fixed, and why with each update the performance on PC just gets worse and worse. And that's also probably because there's just new codes and new, you know, with each new Call of Duty and the integration that they add to Warzone, there's just piling up files, and probably they're not cleaning old like temporary files in the game, or I have no idea how it works. This is my theory, this is what I think. I might probably get hate for this. I don't mean to, you know, trash on anybody or hate on anybody. I am just saying what I'm thinking, basically. And whether I get hate for it, that's up to you guys. But this is just what I think. This is my own explanation to myself why the game is in such a bad state for so long. It's just been so long that these issues have been persisting in the game, and it's also the main reason why I quit the game, why I just didn't enjoy it anymore. And I don't want to play a game that I don't enjoy. I don't want to make content on a game that I don't enjoy. So that's why I quit, and I'm glad I did. And I'm just waiting for the developers to get it together and to make Warzone a good game. Like, because Warzone is a Game of the Year material if it was working properly, if there were no bugs, if the performance was great, if console didn't have any disadvantages over PC players. It would just be this utopian world where Warzone would work, and, you know, all the camo challenges for each Call of Duty guns would track, and the zombie camos would work, and I'm living in a fairy tale right now, temporarily, but yeah. So sadly, it's in a very bad state, and these are the reasons why I think the developers just couldn't get the game together for so long. I think it just needs its own client to be able to prosper, and to be able to use all of the features that the game actually wants to use. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. Hopefully you don't condemn me because I said what I think. This is just, again, it's just what I think. It's my theory and my explanation to myself for why it takes so long for the developers to fix these things and to add new features. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.